Hello, hello. All right, just gonna wait a minute, see if anybody jumps on, and then I'm gonna go ahead and get started. I'll introduce myself a little bit. My name's Andrea. You guys, a lot of you know me. You've been following my journey for a few years, and my journey in the last 3 years becoming a coach. And you can read the description there if you want to learn a little bit more about me and what I do. I want to just talk about stepping into and understanding your infinite potential and unleashing your power. And the new earth, you guys, and what's available to us right now, the opportunity to shift into a new, higher vibrational earth. Okay, as a quantum coach, I teach everything is energy, frequency, and vibration. And so when we align internally, energetically, we step into the vibration or the frequency of that which we are desiring to create or manifest, and we attract it to us. Okay, because according to the laws of attraction, your mind is a magnet. And so like attracts like. You attract what you believe, what you think, and what you feel. Your mindset is creating your reality. All right, so shifting is about shifting your mindset. Shifting from fear to love, from ego to soul, from the material 3D world to the 5D realm of spirit or God or source, the quantum realms. All right, so quantum is just basically the science of how your inner world creates your outer world. All right, so we all have an infinite power and potential within us. You can call it God or source or universe, divine intelligence, infinite creator, holy mother, holy father, divine Christ, whatever you choose to call it, that doesn't really matter. We love to label things and try to figure them out and put them in a box, and that limits all that this truly is. All right, so we all have this innate knowledge, wisdom, and power within us. You can call it whatever you choose, but it is the pure creative source energy that is running through each and every one of us. We are not these physical bodies. We are the energy, the consciousness, or the awareness within the body. All right, so we are spiritual beings having a human experience. We come here to learn, grow, expand, and evolve. Earth is a ground for spiritual growth and soul evolution. So it's within us, and it's the essence of our being. It is the breath of life, chi, prana, energy. Everything is energy, all right? And everything is God, everything. There's nothing outside of this thing that we have come to know as God. It is an infinite, eternal quantum field of pure, creative, conscious energy. Again, and you are that consciousness or the awareness within the body. The I am presence. Holy shift, I am. I am that I am. I know one thing for sure, it's that I am. I am here. And I know that I'm creating. I'm made in the image of this infinite, eternal, creative source. And I too am creating. I'm a woman. I create life. Right? Powerful energy. So I'm going to go through my notes, and they're a little bit scattered because apparently I was told that I was a channeler a few years ago. Now I'm beginning to understand that more and more and more as we tap into higher vibrations and frequencies and connect back in with our source, which is love, or that which we have come to know as God. We are tuning into creativity, inspiration, enthusiasm, all things of higher levels of mind. Right, so again, Earth is a ground for spiritual growth and soul evolution. So we're all going through things, but it's not about just going through them, it's growing through them. We come here to grow. That's what this experience is all about. So we're all telling our own story. Life is but a dream. We're all just telling what we are speaking over ourselves. Our truth, our beliefs is creating our reality. And it's just a story that we're telling ourselves, and we can change the story. And there's a quote by Paulo Coelho, I don't know how to pronounce his name, the author of The Alchemist. He says, imagine a new story for your life and start creating it, because the truth is that we create from the inside out. We create through our mind, through our imagination. Albert Einstein said, imagination is the only reality. It is a preview of life's coming attractions. Imagination is everything. It is a preview of life's coming attractions. What we think in our minds, you've heard it before, we can hold in our hand. Thoughts become things. What we think and in our mind and believe in our heart, we create. Thank you, Catherine. Right? So we're all telling our story, and this is but a dream. I was talking with my mom earlier, and I was like, you know, how can you explain that? Okay, have you ever had a dream that it felt so real, and then all of a sudden you woke up and you realized it was just a dream? Well, that's what this is, except on a much larger scale, right? Life is but a dream. Row, row, row your boat. Merrily, merrily. We're in this world, but not of it. We're not bound to this physical earth. We are multidimensional quantum beings of pure unconditional love and light. That means we're moving in and out of dimensions at all times, you guys. 3D is all about fear, survival, anger, bitterness, unforgiveness, shame, living in ego. When you raise your vibration and level up in consciousness, which is the purpose of this journey, you return back home to God or Source. And we're all just here to remind ourselves of who we are. We're all just reflections of ourselves and everything that's within us that we have to work on, right? And so we're all just here to guide each other back home to God, infinite source, which is love. Doesn't matter what you call it, it's within us and is us, okay? And we're one body, one mind, one consciousness, and it's creating all things. And we're all just aspects of that source, creator. So many creators creating on behalf of God. We're the avatar, the temple for the God source energy. The mind of God is our imagination. Okay, so the goal is to be the living light. And I wrote here, some of y'all are happy being miserable. Some of y'all are happy being miserable. We get so caught up and addicted to our ways of thinking, being, and doing, literally, and there's science and reasons behind that. The chemicals that we actually release in our mind, we actually get addicted to our ways of thinking, being, and doing. And really, some of y'all are happy being miserable. But we have a choice. I believe that we're powerful creators and we get to choose what we create. So, and also the truth has been demonized and distorted. We're taught that good is bad and bad is good. And the current systems are the Antichrist systems. They're meant to suppress the Christ within us. It is within us, you guys. We must be the change. We are the hands and the feet for this God source energy. The power is within us. It is not outside of us. All right, and that is the truth. All right, so in this world, but not of it, the universe has your back. That's a book that I'm reading right now by Gabrielle Bernstein. The universe has your back. God source, universe, divine intelligence, infinite creator, whatever you choose to call it. God is love, and fear is the opposite of love. And this shift that is taking place into this new earth, we are moving out of a fear-based narrative and back to love, back to God, back to source, bringing heaven back to earth. A new golden age of light. A lot of things are coming up for a lot of people. That stuff has to come up to the light to be transmuted, right? The truth has to come to the light. The dark has to come to the light. Everything always comes to the light. It has to. We came from the light and we return to the light. That's why when people have near-death experiences, or they always say that they see a light and they start going towards it, right? So let's see, where else here? Humanity is in a fallen state of awareness, so we've just forgotten who we are. We've forgotten our power. We think that we're separate from God, the infinite source, and we are not. We are one with God, or infinite divine source, creator, whatever you choose to call it. We're one with it and with each other. We're all connected. All right. And nothing changes if nothing changes. Okay. So we all say we want change, but we don't want to change ourselves. What it boils down to is we have to change our ways of thinking, being, and doing, our patterns, our habits, the people that we're around, our environment, the things that we do, the things that we consume, because it all affects us, mind, body, and spirit. Choose love. Choose love. Love is literally the answer. It is the highest vibration or frequency in the universe. When we vibrate on the frequency of love, we are one with God, the source, the infinite, eternal source of all things. Everything that you see is God. Everything is energy, and it's within us and is us. So you are a sovereign. You are sovereign. All right. So we've been unwilling, like our free will and choice has been taken captive. We are unaware of the fact that we've been signing over our sovereignty to our governments, to our systems, right? But we are sovereign beings, infinite children of this infinite source, call it God or whatever you choose to call it. We come from that. And so all of this here is ours. We're abundant, sovereign beings. Sorry, commercial on the laptop. Had to pause that. All right, so we're all just acting, telling a story, playing our part in the psychological drama. We're all just telling the story. We're just playing a character. And you can choose to reinvent yourself and become something and someone new at any point in time. And that's the whole purpose. We come here to expand. Change is the only constant, right? So the story of the one infinite creator mind, or God source energy. It's one infinite mind telling this story, the grand storyteller. That's a chapter in this book right here, The Infinite Human, an Ascension Guide, which I highly recommend. It is so good. All right, so I'm just going through my notes here. I wrote here, I am hath sent me with a message for the world. I am, the I am presence. I am that I am. That's why Moses and Jesus, and this is used consistently throughout Scripture. I am. The message for the world is you're a powerful creator, and you get to choose what you create. You're connected to that infinite creative source. Anything the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. Napoleon Hill, the author of Think and Grow Rich. We create with our mind, with our imagination first and foremost. All right, everybody is focused on the outside world and they're trying to force matter against matter. You got to do. Really, we live according to universal law, energy, frequency, and vibration. Everything just comes to us as we align vibrationally. You just choose, you set intentions, you do the inner work to remove what's in the way, and it just flows to you, and you flow to it, and you're pulled to it. That's how it works here. We're not taught about this stuff, though. We're not taught that we have spiritual gifts. We're not taught that we have power. We're taught that we're powerless. I say we're being dumbed down, drugged up, and disempowered. The current antichrist systems meant to suppress the Christ or the God within us. We're capable. I looked over, my laptop it's talking about heal. Deepak Chopra's on here talking, and there's some things. We have the power to heal ourselves with our own minds. The placebo effect, okay? I wrote here about the Matilda analogy. It's a movie, a book that I loved as a child, and it was made into a movie with the little girl from Mrs. Doubtfire, but now it's remade. And I kind of was watching it, and it's a musical now, and I had like an epiphany. It's basically, Matilda in that school system. It's kind of an analogy of how we are being dumbed down in the systems and taught to just conform. But in the end, like, she awakens to these incredible powers and she uses them for good. And that's what is happening right now. As we each awaken and we shift from fear to love, we're changing the vibration of the planet and moving from the old earth into this new earth, this 5D paradigm, where it's all about love and abundance, and we're taking our power back and coming into this new age of light. And there, from something I just read recently, there hasn't been a time like this since the time of the fall of Atlantis and Lemuria, which were very real places. And all of this stuff is starting to come out more and more. There's a lot of disclosure coming out about things that majority of the population are unaware of. But let's see, we've been creating for many lifetimes. Oh, we've been creating hell for many lifetimes. It's time to create heaven on earth. Yes, you guys. Heaven and hell are both levels of consciousness. They are here and now. Okay, and I was raised as a Christian. I quote the Bible, but I see it differently now. I see the Bible as a book of metaphysics. It's teaching us how to live according to the Spirit. Most people are taking it literally, waiting for something outside of themselves. I believe it's all within us, okay? But I believe, so Jesus did say, though, the kingdom is within. Heaven is neither here nor there. It's laid out on the earth, and man does not see it. It's a level of mind, and as within, so without. As above, so below. Your inner world creates your outer world. Explains why the world is a mess. Because majority of people, their inner world is a mess. You know, stressed, anxiety, overwhelm, depression, you know. That's 3D, though. That's all falling away, and it seems chaotic right now. But from a higher perspective, we can see that that is just the demolition process, the tearing down of the old so that we can create the new. And the secret to change is not to focus your energy on fighting the old, but on creating the new. So you got to focus on that vision and stay focused on where you are going and not trying to drive forward looking in the rearview mirror, because you cannot create a new future stuck in a familiar past. Dr. Joe Dispenza said that. All right, so where was I? Breaking free into a new paradigm. It's all a construct in your mind, embody divine, angelic, Christ code DNA, the 12-strand light body to ascend. Release what is no longer serving you, I think is what I wrote there. Right, so the original human blueprint had 12 strands of DNA, and it's been disconnected in our ancient past, and is now what we know as the 2-strand double helix DNA, right? They say we have so-called junk DNA. Our Creator did not make us with junk, all right? So this DNA can be activated, and it is being activated as light is coming in from the sun. Light carries information. Frequency carries information. Light and frequency and vibration are the whole reason you can see me on this device, because it breaks down the frequency and the vibration of my voice and the light that is the pixels of my body, and it transmits it through to you wherever you are watching this, right? So none of this would be possible without energy, frequency, and vibration. And so we all come from the light. We return to it. I said that earlier, but I'm just going through my notes. So see others and yourself through the eyes of Source, God, love, compassion, and understanding. So this is super important. This is like, you want to, the goal to get to this point, to be Christ-like or to be like God. It says to put off your old self, to take on your new self with a new mindset created to be like God in all righteousness and holiness. Or it says, be not conformed to the ways of the world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. It's all in our mind, okay? And it's a work that we can only do for ourselves. It's an internal thing, right? But as we do it, we do create a ripple effect in consciousness, and we are affecting everything around us. We heal ourselves, we heal others, we heal the world. We're literally healing the planet. Okay, so the DNA codes, right? But we are stepping more into our light bodies as we awaken our intuition and detox our bodies and our pineal gland, specifically the third eye chakra, which is the sixth sense of intuition, our eye into the spiritual realms, right? And so the Bible says, if thine eye be single, your whole body will be full of light, right? You'll be a clear vessel for divine truth, love, and light. So that is a goal, to ascend to these higher levels of consciousness, to awaken to higher levels of self. So we create through our imagination. I already, said that, but it's super important, you guys, because it's all here. Universe is mental. Hermetic principle number 1, all is mind. And as a Christian, you would say the body of Christ, right? If you think it in our minds, we can hold it in our hands. Thoughts become things, but you have brain and heart coherence. You need your brain and your heart working together in alignment. A clear intention with an elevated emotion is a very, very powerful way to manifest, right? Gratitude, specifically, the emotional signature of gratitude is it's already done. Somebody says thank you, it's because they already did something nice for you, gave you something, said something nice, whatever. So you say thank you. That means it's already done. So the way that you want to pray is sending out vibrations through thought, emotion, is it's already done. You're not worried about it. And the whole goal of the law of attraction is to stay above the worry line. Maintain a higher vibration and naturally attract the things to you, because you're attracting everything to you whether you're aware of it or not. You're creating your reality whether you're aware of it or not. And it all starts here. All right, so clear intention, brain and heart coherence. Unwavering faith plus extraordinary effort equals miracles. That is a quote I learned from a book called Miracle Morning by Hal Elrod. Great book. It's also where I got the name of my team, Miracle Mavens. A miracle maven is basically an alchemist, somebody who uses the power of love to transmute a negative to a positive, to alchemize the pain, turn it into power and purpose, to take the experience and the lessons and turn it into knowledge and wisdom for joy and satisfaction, to move forward with your life instead of staying stuck in the past, holding on to all the negative bitterness and resentment and the unforgiveness, and because that stuff keeps you stuck in the 3D. You want to ascend and raise your vibration to attract better things. So this is an inner work that must be done to release these things. And side note, fun fact, but tears contain dendrites, which hold emotions. And so when you cry, you're literally releasing emotions. All right, so unwavering faith and extraordinary effort, though. What does that mean to me? Faith. Faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not yet seen. You can't see them in the physical reality, but you can see them in your mind. So you know and you believe that you can create them. And then extraordinary effort means that you're taking the action, that you're consistently taking the action. All right? Unwavering faith plus extraordinary effort equals miracles, because you are a miracle and you are made of magic and you create miracles and magic. And that's also biblical. Jesus said, you see me do these things, but I tell you, you will do these things and things even greater. All right. So we have the tendency to talk about each other and our problems when we understand that everything is energy. We become more aware of the importance of our focus, of our time, energy, and attention, right? Okay, so a lot of people are in the problem structure in the 3D world, stuck in these lower vibrations. When you understand that your energy, you understand where focus goes, energy flows, and what you focus on expands. And so what you focus on and talk about, you're creating. You're literally speaking things into existence. You're casting spells with your words. Abracadabra literally means I create with the words that I speak. All right, so we don't want to get together and talk about our problems and about other people. We want to talk about visions and things that we're passionate about and growth, right? That's where we're headed. That's where we're headed. And I got 5%. My phone's about to die, you guys. So I just want to see if I can finish here. So the importance of your focus. Are you focused on your dreams or are you focused on your fears? Because you're creating and manifesting regardless. Which way are you going? What are you giving your time, energy, and attention to? So important. Seeing through the eyes of love, compassion for others is super important, right? Looking at everybody with a sense of understanding that everybody's just doing the best they can. We're all spiritual beings on this journey. Learning as we go, right? Understanding that and seeing that through the eyes of compassion, love, and understanding. Through the eyes of God or source, right? Because that's the level of awareness we want to get to. Speak life, because words have power. Words are power. I was just saying that, right? That they're casting spells. I am what you place after I am, you become. Love is the answer. You got to feel it to heal it. So bring the stuff up. If you want to learn more about a very powerful process to help you do this, please reach out to me and send me a message and we can chat about it. But the things have to come up to bring to the light and be transmuted. But the potential right now to move to the new earth, the door is wide open, you guys. But if, what did I put in here? Get your shift together or you're going to miss the boat. The new earth is here. You have the opportunity. You got to do the inner work to raise your vibration, or if not, you know, you'll stay stuck there. I don't know for how long, you know, but not everybody is going to make it in this lifetime. And yes, we're energy, so energy doesn't die, it transforms. So we have been here multiple lifetimes, and that's another story for another day. And all that information's in our DNA. But we got to heal. Where right now we are healing. And so as things come up, there's going to be a lot coming up. There's a lot going on in the collective energy and in the world. We got to learn how to alchemize it, meaning, like I said, alchemy. You got the black, the white, and the red. The black, dark night of the soul, bring it all up. White, heal, purify, and red, then integrate it into your being so you can move forward, right? You take the growth. You grow. You move to the next level. You become a powerful alchemist and the creator of your own life experience. Love is the answer. Love is the answer. Transmuting energy, lower vibrations to higher. Yeah, and then when you begin to transmute your own stuff, then you can help others to transmute their stuff because you're seeing it through love and compassion and understanding. And you're a powerful creator, and then you can help guide others. So we are moving into the new earth, you guys. And I'm going to go jump in the shower now and call it a night because my phone's going to die, and I went over everything that I wanted to. So if you enjoyed this, please share it out. Give me a heart. And if you want to talk about what I have to offer, just message me. I love you guys. Truth, love, and light. Choose love and have a namaste.